Gabby, the happy holiday girl. Who says you have to wait until certain times of the year to get to celebrate? When every day's a holiday, we can combat stress and have more opportunities to have fun with our friends and family. Come, celebrate with me, and together we can live a holiday life. What's good, happy holiday lifers? It's your girl Gabby, and today is National Nut Day. Say what? Yes, I said it. National Nut Day. And at first glance, one might think, what in the world is she going to do with that? But don't despair, mon frere. I have an absolutely nutty podcast episode waiting for you, and I'm about to tell you why. Peanuts, almonds, walnuts, and pecans, nuts are absolutely everywhere, ranging from using peanut oils and culinary concoctions to powering diesel automobiles, all the way to comic strips. I know most of you know about Snoopy and the gang from the Peanuts comic strip, created by Charles Schultz. But have you ever heard the story of George Washington Carver? I'm sure most of you have. He's the original Peanut Man. Sorry, Charlie Brown. And today, we're going to go a bit deeper from what appeared to be a life amounting to peanuts to how each one of our lives impacts generations to come. Born a slave to be freed through education, George Washington Carver was taught how to read by Susan Carver, his slave owner's wife, at a time when blacks weren't being taught how to read and write. He left his home at the Carver farm when he was around 10 or 12, seeking a further education. And according to Britannica.com, by both books and experience, George acquired a fragmentary education while doing whatever work came to hand in order to subsist. He continued to gain education and graduated high school late in his 20s. But he didn't stop there. He was actually the first black person to attend Iowa State University and received his Master's of Science degree from the same university. In his lifetime, he was such a worldwide expert in matters of agriculture that people referred to him as doctor, although he never officially gained that level of formal education in his lifetime. He did, however, receive his honorary doctorates from both Simpson College and Selma University in his lifetime, and a doctorate of humane letters from Iowa State in 1994, 51 years after he died. Britannica.com continues to say that at the time when he was living, agriculture in the Deep South was in steep decline because the unremitting single crop cultivation of cotton had left the soil of many fields exhausted and worthless, and erosion had taken its toll on areas that could no longer sustain any plant cover. As a remedy, Carver urged Southern farmers to plant peanuts and soybeans. As members of the legume family, these plants could restore nitrogen to the soil while also providing the protein so badly needed in the diet of many Southerners. The thing is, when farmers began planting these crops, nobody had any interest in purchasing the new produce. So it was a new set of stressors for the farmers who took Carver's advice. Yes, their soil could finally grow something, but the thing that it was growing, nobody wanted to buy. So, once again, Carver set out to find a new solution for the problem as well. Upon tinkering around with the new crops the farmers were growing, Carver soon discovered 300 other products from the peanuts the farmers were growing. From those products, milk, flour, ink, dyes, and plastics were made, as well as a form of ethanol. More products even still were made from the sweet potatoes he suggested planting, including flour, vinegar, molasses, ink, synthetic rubber, and postage stamp glue. His influence skyrocketed. Because of Carver's direct influence, the economy of the whole United States changed. Farmers had no interest in peanuts prior to Carver's ideas. They weren't even recognized as a food crop. But after Carver's ideas had been put to the test, peanuts became one of the 6th leading crops in the US and the 2nd cash crop in the South in 1940. He was so influential that he was friends with such world changers as Henry Ford and Mohandas K. Gandhi, and Presidents Coolidge and Roosevelt were known as having visited him. Even the inventor Thomas Edison wanted him on his staff and offered him a hefty $100,000 a year salary for his ideas, but Carver declined. Carver's epitaph reads, "He could have added fortune to fame, but caring for neither, he found happiness and honor in being helpful to the world." What's amazing about Carver's ideas is that they're still relevant today. The ideas he and his friend Henry Ford discussed have been further assessed and proven right. According to the Agricultural Research Service website, www.ars.usda.gov, peanuts have the highest potential for fuel production and the highest quality diesel. A single farm or a group of farmers can produce the fuel they need, thereby lowering their fuel cost. At the same time, they can capture tax credits and government incentives. The peanut meal that remains after processing can be sold for animal feed. These are all ideas Carver had suggested nearly 80 years ago. Talk about being ahead of your time. So the question I leave you with is this: what kind of impact do you want to have on this world? Don't think that you don't have an impact to make. Every single life and every idea is of value. So you have 2 activities for today. One is to write down how you're currently making an impact on someone's life. It's something we don't always think about, but we're impacting people's lives all the time. If you're not able to think about a direct person you feel like you're impacting, then write down the type of person, cause, or organization that you would like to impact in your lifetime. Keep that little note in your wallet to help you stay on course with the decisions that you make in life and to remember the kind of impact that you want to leave on this earth. The second activity I have for you today is way more lighthearted, I know. You can do it with your kids and pass these out as fun holiday treats to family and friends. Today, I want you to make peanut brittle. My grandma used to make peanut brittle every Christmas season whenever all the leaves were already fallen down from the trees and they were still slightly crunchy under your feet. Who doesn't love jumping in a pile of leaves as a little kid? So today we're going to double on that crunch and make peanut brittle. You can head on over to my website to find a free recipe under the show notes to make some for you and your loved ones today. So what do you think? How are you making impact today? Remember, what others may think is a life amounting to peanuts is never just that. It's always so much more. Peanuts were merely the vehicle that were used to bring out the natural talent for agriculture that was inside George Washington Carver. And without the direct impact of Susan Carver, who taught him how to read and write, he may never have had the opportunity to make such a large impact as he did. So your life matters, and you're impacting others every day. Go out and make an impact. Eat some peanut brittle and celebrate National Nut Day. What do you think? Did any of the suggestions work for you? Head on over to happyholidaylife.com to leave me a voicemail of how you celebrate it today. You might hear yourself on a future episode. When you're there, you'll also have the opportunity to join Club Holiday. There, you can sign up to receive a free monthly calendar full of fun holiday activities for every day. If you like my podcast, please be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcast from. You can follow me on social media by using @AHolidayLife on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, and @TheHappyHolidayLife on Instagram. Keep celebrating the holidays, stay safe, and live a holiday life. Talk to you tomorrow.